What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And as you can see by the tan, your boy just came back from traveling, specifically from Spain, one of my favorite countries that I've ever been to. This is the second time that I've been there, but we're gonna put that on ice for right now because I do have a video of the footage from there coming very, very soon. But for now, let's just focus on what y'all came here for, which is none other than the special, limited edition, unattainable, most hype sneaker to release in 2025, specifically for the summer so far. Literally, the resale on these things are going way crazier than the undefeated fours. Obviously, there's a limited factor to it and all that, and there was a lot of backdooring and all of that type of nonsense, which happens with any major release. But for now, before we continue the video, guys, please make sure that you smash that subscribe button down below, as well as hit that notification bell. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and your family and all that, because in order for my channel to continue to grow and to continue to be successful, I need y'all help. So with the formalities being out of the way, let's just get to what you came here for, which is none other than the 2025 Awake NY Boro 5 Pack, specifically in the Bubblegum Pink colorway. And guys, definitely based off of first impressions, I definitely wanted to see these in hands because I really enjoyed it when I first saw the product pictures, but I feel like they were gonna go crazier in person. And definitely after seeing these joints in hand, the quality, the leather, the colorway, the fact that this is essentially a fire red Jordan 5, which is an amazing Jordan 5, but with the bubblegum hint to it, as well as that Awake logo and many other features such as the NY features and all that type of stuff being on the sneaker. It absolutely makes the sneaker a 100% cop to me, but I definitely want to hear what y'all think about the sneaker in the comment section down below. So just to go into the brief history of the sneaker, man, all I'm going to say, which came straight from Angelo Bacche's mouth, who is the owner, creative director, brand owner, and everything like that for the Awake NY clothing brand, he pretty much said that this pack, which is this bubblegum pink pair, as well as the racer blue, or as he dubbed it, the Dark Knight colorway, but since they don't have the rights to DC or Batman, they're not going to be able to legally say that, but that was just something that he put out there. This is just a pack dedicated to NY. So as you can see right here on this right-hand side of the shoe, on the lateral side, we do have that NY logo instead of that 23. And then we do have some more tributes to NYC, which you'll see on the box details and everything like that. And I do have to say, big shout out to my mom, yo. So this ended up releasing on the EQL app. As you guys may or may not have heard, a lot of pairs was backdoored, so there was a whole scandal with that. I don't really care for it at all. I'm just happy that I was able to hit my pair because, again, shout out to my mom. She hit the in-store release, which allowed me to do this review as soon as I got off my flight today. And I really got to shout her out because they definitely gave her some extra merch, such as these Awake NY stickers right here. We do have the Racer Blue sticker right here, and then we also have the pink sticker right here. But what it also came with was this co-branded Coca-Cola Awake NY feature right here. And I think that this is absolutely a fire detail right here, man. But also, I did hit on the EQL delivery raffle, so I do have another pair coming in. The only gripe that I have is that I didn't hit my personal size of a size 8. I hit an 8.5, so again, big shout out to EQL Plus for giving me the option to go with alternative sizing and actually letting me hit on the pair itself. So I do have two pairs of these in an 8.5. God for sure looked out for me for this release, and I'm really thankful for it to have these pairs in hand, as well as being able to do this review for y'all. So now, when looking at the box details right here, we do have this beautiful Awake and Jordan brand logo right here, and I do have to say that it does look amazing because, of course, the Jumpman is actually replacing the second A in the word Awake itself, and I think that's a very nice touch. Then when going onto this side of the box, you can see that it's just all black. Then when going onto this side of the box, we do have that Nike check right there with the Awake logo right below that. And then on this side of the box, this is one of the odes or tributes to NYC. So you can see many stylized fonts of Brooklyn, Staten Island, the Bronx, which is spelled out as D-A instead of T-H-E for the, but you know, that's a New York City thing or whatever. And then we have Staten Island and the other boroughs right there. Then when going under the box, you could actually see some more details right there, which again shows the label Jordan 5 Boro, which is for the Boro Pack. And then we do have the different boroughs right there: Brooklyn, Queens, New York, Staten Island, the Bronx, and all that type of stuff. Right here, it actually shows the different logos or labels for the different phases of logos that Awake NY had. So I love that they were able to actually show Awake's brand history on the box details. And again, I think that's a very nice touch. Then when moving on to the sticker tag right there, we do have the sizing and information right there. And it does read off as Air Jordan 5 Retro OG SP, which stands for Special Projects. And the colorway shown is pink, University Red, and Rose or Rose. Then when it comes to the sizing, I recommend to go with your standard Air Jordan 5 sizing. For me, that is 100% true to size. And since I was able to get these in a size 8.5, there is a little bit of space in the shoe, and that's due to the fact that it's a half size up. So one more thing that I want to show you guys before we move on to the details of the sneaker is the inside of the box right here. And when you actually open the box lid, you are greeted with these stickers right here, which just emphasizes that NYC Boro Pack detail right here. So it does say Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx with that stylized feature, Staten Island. And then we do have Nike Awake. We do have the Jumpman logo. And then we do have the Awake NY Jumpman logo. And then we also have the Awake Nike logo, which I think is a very fire feature right there. Then it does say Jordan, New York 23. So definitely a lot of nice features on these stickers right here. And then when going back into the box lid right here, as you can see, we do have some stylized wax tissue paper right here with different logos, different branding. Again, we do have Brooklyn, we do have New York or Manhattan. And then we do have some Awake Nike Check logos, some 23 logos, some Jordan Jumpman logos. To me, this really shows a strong commitment between Jordan brand and Awake NY, that they're really trying to make this into a partnership. And I think that's really what's going to happen in comparison to what we saw with Imam Manir. So right now, what we have with Awake NY and the Jordan/Nike brand is the airships, which I think was an absolute hit. Both the red and blue colorways. Y'all know I'm biased to blue, so I'm gonna pick the blue one over the red. And if you wanna check those videos out, I'll be sure to link one of them up here, or you could just search it on my page. But again, I think that over time, we're gonna see a big partnership between the Awake NY brand as well as the Jumpman brand. And pretty much when you go into the inside of the box right here, the sneakers are individually wrapped, so it does have that nice unboxing experience, which I'll show you guys in the B-roll, but anyways, it is what it is on that. So let's just focus on to this phenomenal sneaker right here. And when I tell y'all, the leather quality, I mean, the video is probably not going to do it justice. The pictures are probably not going to do it justice, but it has this nice, thick tumble leather feature to it. And of course, tumble leather doesn't necessarily mean that the leather is going to be super high quality, but based on the thickness of this leather, I think that they used a pretty premium quality, especially due to the fact that there's only 7,000 pairs, which I don't believe that to be true, and I'll save that for when we get to the tongue on the shoe as to why I don't believe that. But it is what it is on that, guys. Let's just move forward onto the toe box like I normally do. And as you can see, we have this beautiful Air Jordan 5 toe box right here. And again, the leather quality just feels so great, so thick, and it's amazing in hand. I mean, when you feel it to the touch, you're just gonna see how amazing the quality is. Now, when focusing onto the mudguard of the sneaker, it does have that same bubblegum pink detail right there. But what I really love is the fact that they do have this red stitching to enforce that kind of fire red feature, because again, in my opinion, this looks exactly like a fire red 4, but with the bubblegum pink being the predominant color on the upper of the sneaker. Now, when moving up on the sneaker, the standard laces that come with it is this bubblegum pink detail right here. However, we do have some extra pair of laces. So there is a red lace. If you guys are into that red, you know, this is gonna make the shoe pop a lot. But then I think the best colorway for the laces is probably going to be these white laces right here, because it's gonna add a white pop to the sneaker with the pink and then kind of resemble the fire red 5s as I mentioned before. Then moving on to the tongue, of course, there is that web tongue right there. However, another feature that I love about this sneaker is the fact that there is 3M details under that web netting right there. Then when moving upwards onto the shoe, we do have the standard Air Jordan 5 lace lock right here. And in this translucent feature, it does say Nike right there. And when you actually look at the red lace lock itself, we do have the Nike and Jumpman logo on the opposite sides of it, which again is a very nice touch. Then for one of the most important features, not the most important, but one of the most important features, we do have this beautiful Jordan 5 3M tongue detail right here, but it doesn't stop right there. Instead of just having the Jumpman, it does say Awake NY. But as I mentioned earlier with the box details, the Jumpman is covering that A. So now when flipping the tongue over, you can see that it does say Awake NY in this inverted detail right here, which is standard to all Air Jordan 5. Usually with the Air Jordan 4s, you do have that inverted Jordan feature right there. Then of course, as I mentioned earlier, I do believe that there's more than 7,000 pairs, because when you actually look at this 1 out of 7,000, no, I'm not the person with the 1 out of 7,000. Every single individual pair says 1 out of 7,000 for the pink pair. But there was this whole debacle about backdooring pairs, seated pairs, and all this type of stuff. And in reality, this isn't numbered at all. It's just saying 0001 out of 7,000, which means that they could have created 7,000. But in reality, we will never know the exact stock number of the sneaker. But you know, it is what it is on that, guys. So let's just focus on to the lateral side of the sneaker. And I mean, this is when the sneaker absolutely pops off. So normally I usually start off with the lateral side of the shoe, but I just want to focus onto this hang tag right there. And it does say Nike Air / Awake NY. And I think that this is a very awesome hang tag. But then here we have the most important detail on this entire shoe, which is the fact that Jordan brand allowed Awake NY to put their big A logo font on the lateral and medial sides of the sneaker with 3M reflective detail, but we also do have a touch of hairy suede surrounding that A logo detail right under the leather. So you know what I'm saying? This is an absolutely phenomenal touch. A lot of people thought it was doing too much, but I think that this joint goes absolutely crazy. When you flash a light on it, this joint is gonna pop and go absolutely bonkers. Then when going on to this side of the shoe right here, you can see that we do have the NY logo with that fire red stitching, exactly the same as the fire red Jordan 5, so it's a really nice detail. And then onto this back heel area now, we do have an all black Nike Air logo right there. This is a very nice touch for this Jordan 5. Then when focusing onto the medial side, the same thing pretty much follows with the lateral side, so there's nothing else to report on there. And one more thing that I want to show you guys before we go into the midsole and all that is the fact that on the left pair of the sneaker right here, you can see that instead of NY, it does have the fire red 23 logo. And something else to show is that instead of having the inverted awake NY on this tongue, which does have the standard inverted Air Jordan 4 detail on this Air Jordan 5. So again, very nice touch. I'm pretty sure that Angelo Obake really wants to do an Air Jordan 4, but right now with the undefeateds and all these other 4s dropping, Nike was like, chill, bro, we gon' get you. He actually had a couple samples, he stated, but the color that he thought was going to be the master hit was a green colorway of the Awake Air Jordan 5 Boro Pack. So having 2 major hyped green sneakers releasing within the same month, not even the same month, within like 2 weeks of each other, that definitely would confuse casuals or just people that are not fully invested into the Jordan brand. So from a business perspective, you definitely got to understand Jordan brand's point of view. Anyways, now, when focusing onto the midsole of the sneaker right here, as I mentioned earlier, this is basically a fire red 5, so we do have that same fire red 5 outsole right there with this all black feature, the exposed air bubble, and of course the shark tooth feature right here with the red and black speckles on it, which is an absolutely nice touch. Then when focusing on to the outsole of the sneaker right there, we do have that beautiful Awake NY logo imprinted onto the inside of the outsole, which is a very nice touch. And then we do have that icy outsole layer right there, which definitely makes the shoe pop a lot. Then of course we do have that Nike detail right there in between the forefoot area and the heel of the outsole. And then one more feature that I want to show you guys before we conclude this review is none other than the nice polyurethane insoles. So these are very comfortable insoles, and of course they're going to look very nice and premium. So we do have it in this all black kind of plushy detail right here, and then we do have that varsity red Awake NY logo right there. Pretty much with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude all the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for a look, all right? Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the reviews as well as the on for look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about this Awake NY Air Jordan 5 Bubblegum colorway from the Boro Pack. Is it a copper drop? Definitely let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. For me, if you don't know by now, I definitely think that this is a absolute cop. With this Bubblegum Pink right here, with this fire red Jordan 5 detail on it, I think it's just an absolute smash. So anyways, with that being out of the way, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and your family and all that, because in order for the channel to continue to grow and hit more milestones, I need y'all help. So I'll catch y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace.